Hello, I was poning the internet today, and I decided to go to Ron Johnson's YouTube channel, and he was so kind to give us this new video, so I decided that I would give a little background to it. It's over GMOs and how they might affect the Zika virus. Let's see it.
We linked pioneering transgenic mosquito testing to the region where the Brazilian Zika outbreak began. Patient 0 for the Brazilian strain of Zika was where they were testing GM mosquitoes for the very first time.
Actually, the first time that it was ever actually tested in the wild was done by the same company that you're getting this information from. They released information over the Oxitec and MRCU reports 80% suppression of a dengue mosquito population in Grand Cayman by release of engineered sterile male mosquitoes. This mosquito DNA has been manipulated and now incorporates jellyfish DNA. This new type of genetically modified mosquito cannot survive in the wild without a specific type of food source. This means that the infected mosquitoes that would have yellow fever, dengue fever, Zika virus, anytime that it would have one of those and it would try to reproduce, then it would actually die in its larval state because it does not actually have this food source.
The Brazilian strain varies from other strains, as we can see on the NCBI's genome registry. Links will be provided. There are 3 different genomes for 3 different strains.
That's obvious. Otherwise they would be the same ones.
The genome is about 10,000 base pairs long. The Uganda strain has 10,794 base pairs, the Micronesian strain has 10,272 base pairs, and the Brazilian strain has 10,676 base pairs. Suspicious, we know.
I am very happy that you can read the numbers at the top of the page, but in what way is this suspicious?
The original Zika virus was discovered in Uganda 70 years ago and progressively changed to a more virulent strain as it moved through Asia, where it became known as the Micronesian strain. The difference between the Uganda strain and the Micronesian strain is only about 522 base pairs, but it was a whole new virus by then. Just about every part of its polypeptide chain had become something different, giving it the ability to hop from human to human. Therefore, the Micronesian strain was more virulent than the Uganda strain. And then it went to Brazil, where it met the transgenic mosquito and gained 404 base pairs to become the Super Zika Brasilia strain.
Yes, you basically just showed us evolution of a virus in public.
Both Micronesian and Brazilian strains can induce microcephaly and Guillain-Barré syndrome, which means Zika is a neurotoxic virus delivered by a flying syringe. On purpose or by accident, the actual threat to the US population has yet to be determined. What we know so far is that the overall numbers of cases of microcephaly and other neurological syndromes that are linked to Zika are relatively low.
Yes, and in fact, it keeps getting smaller every day. Brazil's Ministry of Health said 4,180 cases of Zika-related microcephaly had been reported since October. After experts scrutinized 732 of the cases, they found that more than half weren't microcephaly or related to Zika. Just 270 were confirmed microcephaly that appeared to be linked to Zika out of the 4,180. Yes, it's becoming more rare. Even the CDC, out of the cases that are known inside the United States, have stated that they are all travel associated. 153 of them have been given as a part of today's date, but again, they are all travel related. None of them have been diagnosed as a mosquito getting them inside the United States.
That's the dark side at work. They'll come on television and they'll say, "Don't get pregnant," and they'll come door to door to remind you and to inspect the premises for mosquitoes. So expect systematic pesticide gassing in your neighborhood this summer, as the cure will certainly be worse than the disease.
Why are you trying to scare your own people listening to the video with all of these smoke and chemicals and everything in the background? So far, you're the one that's trying to scare them.
To recap, we've revealed some important facts here. There is a link to Zika and neurological disease.
Yes, there is a link between viruses and neurological diseases. This has been known.
Like mad cow, except here it's mad GM mosquito.
Unfortunately, I completely disagree with this one because you're basically making an assertion that because of these mosquitoes, now we have a variation of viruses because we introduced them somehow. Wrong. The mosquitoes that we introduced do the exact opposite of what you're trying to describe. They actually go out into the wilderness and breed with the ones that have this virus, not allowing them to actually breed and continue into the future generation.
That there is a new Zika strain in Brazil. It's different than the Micronesian strain, and they'll be gassing you this summer, going door to door in conservative neighborhoods to deliver special treatment. They couldn't count on the IRS, and so now they've come back with Zika.
Oh my god, I knew he was gonna use a scare tactic. As soon as he accuses other people of doing it, oh, he's bound to do it himself. Scare us. Just scare us. We'll completely believe you then. If your statement was true, of them releasing these mosquitoes and it causing a hard problem, then why not in the Cayman Islands when they did it not cause a larger stir-up, instead of reducing the amount that was actually there? So now I can basically say that you haven't necessarily shown that a GMO mosquito has somehow made either these viruses, made them worse, or the government is out to get everyone by making viruses, implanting them in mosquitoes, and then shipping them to Brazil in your circumstance, because you actually think that would be easier than, I don't know, any other way of giving it to the public. Let's say a crop duster in some water and fly it over New York. You don't think that would be easier? Yeah, completely stupid. And if you guys are still here, I appreciate you staying for the whole thing. I had fun making the video. Pownisher, out.
Feelings, you'll understand that this is not the year 2016.
Did he just seriously say it was not the year 2016? Sucks to be you now. What year is it in your world?
Probably not really the moon. It's smiling at you for a reason. It's doing a figure 8 orbit for a reason.